Right then, another new Caddy video. This one's not the same as the last one, it's just another grey one. They all look the same. So, Ford Transit Caddy. I think everybody's not happy about these being more Ford than they are Volkswagen, but the engine's a Volkswagen, we can live with it. So, this one's here because finally we've got the Bilstein Suspension in stock, and we've got the brakes set up, the Porsche brakes that we test fitted on, Genesis TT, we've got them now in stock, ready to go. So the customer wanted that. What's that? The customer wanted them, and he also wanted a turbo kit. So if we have a look here, as you can see, we're completely missing the turbo. So these engines are totally different to the older ones. Got a bit of weird sump going on, steel bottom, aluminium, bit of an insulator there. All sorts of weird stuff going on underneath here because it's basically Ford Transit Connect. So weird axle set up with like a panhard rod. Springs rather than leaves. This has got lowering springs on it. Tiny little exhaust. So I think we're going to probably have to change that if we want to get the most power out of this. But as you can see, that's a DPF, all the crap that needs to go in the bin. Standard airboxes under there somewhere. Weird tip pipe. Volkswagens don't normally have these, but it has. So we're going to make something better for that, because that will just absolutely kill the flow. Get rid of all that stuff. Then this is a standard turbo, which we split it into bits. Billet wheel there. You can see the colour of this. It's got like, it looks like titanium, but it's not. It's a titanium nitride or something like that, and that's because, going into a bit of technical boringness, but this is the low pressure EGR that goes back in pre-turbo and goes through there, and that'll be really corrosive. Got quite a lot of moisture in there. It's not ideal to be swallowing that in a normal sort of uncoated blade, so that's why they've uncoated compressor wheel. But this one should be all right. So nothing really wrong with this. It's not done a lot of mileage, but we need to sort it out. The reason we've took this off, we're going to have to make this actuator work with the bigger turbo that's going to then fit on this manifold. So Dan's already done this. We've jigged it up so we can make another one. The next job now is to get the turbo orientated how I want it, get the actuator to fit, get the actuator bolted to the turbo and sorted in every which way we can possibly get it. Send it off for flow testing, and then we should be all right there. And then once the turbo's on, downpipe, get everything else sorted, jig it up. So a lot of work to be done. Hopefully Dan's not too long with this, getting the turbo ready, because we need to take that up and get it flow tested as soon as. So we'll keep checking in. I don't think he's going to do the cameras, because it's all prototyping work. Don't really want to be following the same round way camera. So we've got some more bits, we'll talk about them. So we've had this in, we've got a Bilstein lowering kit on it, not slammed, just got it sat nice. Porsche brake upgrade, all the links to all this stuff's going to be in the description. You can't really see the coilovers, but they look really nice. And then under the bonnet, oh no, it's other side. Open door, Georgie. So as you can see, AM filter, custom bracket for it. You just can't see the custom boost pipe we've had to make. And then under here, you can see our 3-inch downpipe. You just see tubular manifold, GTB 2260. Now the reason we've had this here a bit longer than we wanted to, this actuator setup proved to be quite a pain in the bum to get sorted. But we've got it done now, and it works a treat. So this is an 150 horsepower standard. And after all these upgrades, we've done a full custom exhaust, because that seemed to be holding it back a little bit. We're at 250 horsepower, 600 pounds of torque, but we've not pushed this all the way to the maximum yet. I think there's a little bit more in it, but this is just safe, thrash it all day, and it should be fine. But we're going to let Dan take it now, and we've got a DSG tune to work on, but it's proved quite difficult to get the file sort of to where we'd be happy flashing it on and letting the customer take it. So we don't want to keep it any longer. We'll let him take it and then we'll get it back when we get a chance. So I don't know what footage we've got, because it was going to be a full blog, and then we did end up doing a lot of the filming just because of the big delays, a lot of fittings to have machine and stuff like that. But I'm told it goes very well, and I'd like to get some feedback from the customer before we go crazy and doing tons of these. But hopefully this project is an interesting one, and we'll try and get some more footage as we do more of these in the future.